In 3, 2, 1.
7 things you probably didn't know you need to know. I'm Jamie East, and this is the Smart 7.
Good morning, it's Wednesday the 27th of July and it's National Creme Brulee Day. And a big happy birthday to Christopher Dean, Emily Thornberry and Maya Rudolph. Less than 24 hours after the first live leadership debate, it was round 2 for the candidates vying to become the next PM. But the broadcast dramatically went off air after a mysterious metaphor crashed the party.
He's going to challenge the freedom and democracy.
Turns out it was journalist and host Kate McCann fainting. She's fine according to Talk TV, but it didn't continue with the debate. Rishi Sunak and Liz Truss both tweeted to wish her well, saying they were looking forward to getting grilled another time. They had been facing questions from readers of The Sun before all the drama, and Rishi vowed to scrap VAT on energy costs for a year, all to help people with their bills.
The challenges we face today are immense. Energy bills doubling, inflation at a 40-year high. Yet amidst those challenges, we shouldn't lose heart because there are incredible opportunities.
On a similar note, Liz pledged to put money back into people's pockets with a new growth plan if she were Prime Minister.
The next election is going to be about the cost of living. We have only 2 years to show the British people that we can deliver and make their lives better.
Figures for the Met Police revealed that strip searches were carried out on around 5 children a week who hadn't been arrested first. An LBC exclusive showed almost 800 children aged between 10 and 17 were asked to remove their clothes for a more in-depth search whilst not in custody from 2019 to 2021. London Mayor Sadiq Khan is concerned.
What's happened is over the last few years there's been an increase in children being strip searched without proper scrutiny, in my view, and also we are aware that a disproportionate number of those children being strip searched are black Londoners and their children.
The Met Police said it recognises the impact these searches can have on children and is working hard to ensure officers have a refreshed understanding of the policy. Former Met Police officer Ali Hussein Ali says strip searches are hugely damaging.
The 12 to 14-year-olds are really affected. They've stopped studying. They are now, all they think about now, oh, mum, that's a police car, and they get scared, close to the parent, or they talk about it when they come home. And it's almost left a scar on their hearts and minds.
Russia announced it's withdrawing from the International Space Station project. After 2024, it wants to focus on building its own. Moscow had hinted about that in response to sanctions imposed over its invasion of Ukraine. Astronauts will still be able to ride Russian rockets, though. Vladimir Zelensky released a video on Tuesday night demonstrating the damage inflicted on recent Russian attacks on Odessa and described Russia as a terrorist state after it announced it was restricting gas supplies to Europe.
And they do not care what will happen to the people, how they will suffer from hunger due to the blocking of ports or from winter cold and poverty or from occupation. These are just different forms of terror.
Energy ministers from the EU member states mostly backed a plan for a voluntary 15% reduction in gas usage over the winter because of supply fears. Whilst Tory MP Tobias Ellwood says what we need right now is political leadership in Europe.
What is going on in Ukraine will not stay in Ukraine unless we do something about it. And many countries, us, United States, Germany, France, we're all distracted. We need to wake up.
The first time in 18 months, Donald Trump returned to Washington to give a speech on Tuesday and hinted he might run again in 2024. It came as more information comes out about his actions in the immediate aftermath of the Capitol attack. Mark Short, former chief staff for ex-President Mike Pence, became the most high-profile witness to testify in front of a grand jury investigating the incident.
I can confirm that I did receive a subpoena for the federal grand jury, and I complied with that subpoena, but under advice of counsel, I really can't say much more than that.
Despite Trump's claim that he lost the election through massive voter fraud, President Biden gave a passionate speech calling the police heroes and saying Trump lacked the courage to act on January the 6th.
For 3 hours, the defeated former president of the United States watched it all happen as he sat in the comfort of the private dining room next to the Oval Office.
Speaking to NBC News on Tuesday night, US Attorney General Merrick Garland said that no one, including Trump, was immune to prosecution for their role in the January the 6th insurrection.
We intend to hold anyone who was criminally responsible for any attempt to interfere with the lawful transfer of power from one administration to another accountable. That's what we do.
Still to come on the Smart 7, the Lionesses reached the final, and Sam Ryder says Eurovision is still Ukraine's party. Right after this. Welcome back.
Could it finally be coming home? On Tuesday night, England played Sweden at Bramwell Lane in the semi-finals of the Women's Euros and in a stunning performance secured their position in Sunday's final at Wembley with the final score of England 4, Sweden 0. Beth Mead gave the Lionesses their first goal in the 34th minute, with more coming from Lucy Bronze, Frank Kirby and Alessia Russo, who wowed fans with an incredibly cheeky piece of skill in the box.
Walsh finding Kirby. Russo! Saved by Linda. Oh, wow!
Alessia Russo first time. Thought the chance had gone, but... the cheek! I mean, if that happened to me in training, I'd been straight over to Alessia Russo and absolutely having a go.
The second semi-finals on Thursday night, and the result will see England face either France or Germany. Eurovision runner-up Sam Ryder says his heart's heavy knowing that Ukraine can't host the song competition next year because of the Russian invasion. In a video, he reminded fans it will still be Ukraine's party, even though the contest will be held here in the UK. And the Spaceman singer had a reassuring message for the Ukrainian people.
It's Ukraine's party. We're just inviting them to throw it at our house. We know how to throw a party here in the UK, and our excitement is outshone only by our focus on that one sole objective: to hold space and be on hand to help wherever needed to host an event that celebrates Ukrainian culture, history and music.
More than 5 years after it came to an end, Teen Wolf is back with a sequel movie, with the show's most loved cast and characters reuniting. The supernatural drama lasted for 6 whole seasons before wrapping in 2017. Jeff Davis has written and produced the new film, due out in October, and fans will be thrilled to finally get a plot tease.
Hey, Allison, she's alive. She's back.
And how far are you willing to go to stop the war?
Well, I think it's already started.
This has been The Smart 7. Wherever you're listening, do us a favour and hit the follow button. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Have a great day.
Written, produced and published by Daft Dog.